Hello, I'm Starr Fuentes, and welcome to Casa Alma. This is Ra, my bird, and Bosco, and Merlin. I hope you enjoy Conversations with Starr. Remember, there's a certain peace in there that is perfect for you. And as you grow and change, review the video again, because another piece will be perfect for you.
It brings up to me the issue of control. How much of my own spirituality and my own growth can I control? It always seems to me that when I try to control something, that it doesn't happen the way I wanted it to.
Well, that's spirit for you. Controlling comes from a doing basis. Being basis is less control. But the more you control, the more spirit's going to give you outrageous answers to show you, and outrageous situations to show you how little in control you really are. And that can be fun sometimes. You can look at yourself and you can say, how did this happen? And I had a lady, she says, Starr, I want a man. And she got a man. And he was an alcoholic. And she got rid of this man. And she goes, Starr, I want a man who's not an alcoholic. And she got a man. And he was a couch potato and lived off of her. And she threw him out 6-7 months later. And she goes, Starr, I want a man who doesn't drink and who isn't a couch potato. She got herself a workaholic. So sometimes asking for what we want, and seeing and feeling what Spirit brings us can be a way of not having control, but still being in service.
I know a guy that's got a long list of things he wants in a woman here, and it doesn't seem like there's any room for compromise there. That it seems like he might be waiting for that whole list to be fulfilled for the rest of his life before he finds somebody that meets all those criteria.
Probably several lifetimes, because he probably hasn't asked for essential qualities. You can ask for someone who's spiritual, but if you start asking for someone who's Catholic or Jewish or has brown hair and brown eyes, you can may wait several lifetimes. When you have a list and when you ask for something, make sure you ask for the essence so Spirit could put it in any package that Spirit needs to put it in.
Or for this or something better.
To come to me. For this or something better to come to me.
The wisdom to recognize it when it comes, right?
Well, sometimes what happens is you don't recognize your answer to your prayer because you've already had 10,000 other prayers after that. And you blow it off or you dismiss it. And then Spirit says, well, this person isn't paying attention. We'll just stop answering prayers for a little while. Or we'll just give them the answer in a different modality. Pay attention. We talk about awareness. Awareness is the understanding that there are no accidents and nothing in your life doesn't happen without a spiritual reason. You may lose your keys without having it be a mental reason for losing your keys. But those extra 30 seconds make you drive differently and you're in another sequence of traffic. And your aura can touch people in a different way. Who stands in line with you at the grocery store? Remember those 10,000 facts a minute? It just doesn't happen in spiritual classes. I mean, I remember I was with my significant other one day and we were sitting in this car. And it was a very long stoplight, and I looked over, and the person in the car next to me had very bad cancer marks in their aura. And I looked over, and I said to my significant other, that person in the next car's got really bad cancer. And then we're sitting there going, God, this is a long light. And the whole light went through the whole cycle and skipped our side. I looked back over at the guy, and the guy's cancer marks were gone. And because our car was right next to this person's car at that exact time, because of whatever we did in the house, maybe lost the keys or forgot a bottle of water or whatever we did, that synchronicity was there. That's why you follow the speed limit. Because Source wants to put you in a sequence of events that is perfect for you.
How important is it? Do you think it's important to search back at our previous lives? How will that affect our spirituality by knowing?
I think it's 5% important. And you have some wisdom on what you've done. You have some wisdom understanding maybe that of who you've been with. A little bit of extra knowledge is about 5% valuable. So don't spend the years of your lifetime doing your past life stuff. 5% is about it. That's what my teacher says.
Is there a difference between spirit and soul, and how does it relate to the mind and the body?
Wow, that'll take an encyclopedia to answer that one. The difference between spirit and soul. You talking about big spirit?
I'm talking about,
Source?
you're talking about
Okay,
human spirit.
Okay. Your soul has the information from every lifetime you've ever lived. Your soul has the contracts, it has your lessons, it has your Akashic records accessible through it. Your spirit is a combination of energy from your soul, your mind, your heart, and the other parts. So some people have a lot of spirit. And I'm not talking about spirit like cheerleading spirit. I mean spirit where they can get things done. Deep integrity, deep follow through. And that spirit comes and goes in moments of our lives. We can be very motivated for 10 years, and for 10 years our spirit can be very low. Every time you have a different body, your spirit, which is part of a combination of your soul, changes. Your personality changes. Your soul changes to the extent of the lessons and the information it has. But it is continually there as a record. Now, what was the second part of the question?
And how does spirit and soul relate to the mind and body?
Well, your heart is a pivot point for your information to the soul. The only way you're going to get information through the soul is to truly know it in your heart. And your mind, your friends, your everybody can relate to your spirit and tell your spirit, and your spirit will say, yeah, that's true. And sometimes we go down that path and we find out it's not true, but we needed that path. Spirit will guide us whether something is appropriate or inappropriate for the lesson for us. Whereas once you know something in your heart, your soul will become deep intuition, will bring the deep intuition through.
When you say heart, do you mean the physical heart?
No, I mean the heart, the heart of where clear energy and emotions, clear feelings, and heart being where knowledge and knowingness, facts and data, and the knowingness come together. And that's the only place you can speak through your soul, is through your heart. Although your mind will lead you to believe it can tell your soul anything.
You talked about vibrations earlier. I know you used the terms vibrations and dimensions and energy, frequencies. What's all that about?
Well, let's imagine that this room, each one of us is a key on a piano, and we have our own vibration. It doesn't matter what vibration we are, whether it's low C or A sharp or B flat, but whether we are clear projection of that vibration. And no vibration is better, whether it be higher or lower, than any other vibration. What a vibration holds is the clarity, the ability to emanate clearly that vibration, and consistency in holding that vibration. And we will do a whole tape on dimensions at some time or another. Dimensions are different stages and levels of frequencies and hertz, where physical plane laws cease to exist at that level.
Starr, we're talking about spirit and soul there. So the soul comes with all the things that you talked about, the Akashic records and the accumulation from past lives. So what we actually have there is a data bank.
Much more, in a hologram of all of our ways of how to be, ways how not to be. We have a hologram of how everybody interacted with us in past lives. We have a hologram of what all of us were when we were all bits and pieces of the one. I mean, it's much more than even your mind or my mind could imagine. The soul is. The spirit is quite different. It is an energy. It goes through a wave pattern. It contains erroneous information at sometimes, and sometimes appropriate information. Okay. Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Good.
What role do our spirit guides play in our consciousness evolution?
Spirit guides come in the soul contract. So let's say we're all sitting up in the Guff or the Bardo, and that's where all the souls are. And I go, "Hey, Pat, what are you doing?" "Well, I'm not going to reincarnate for 100 years. I'm going to hang out in spirit." And I'll say, "You know what, Pat? You're real good at jokes, and you've got a great sense of humor. And I'm going to be born a triple Capricorn, CEO of a company, of an accounting firm, and I am going to be so straight-laced. Would you be my spirit guide and teach me how to laugh?" And Pat goes, "Okay. Let's see, should I come in what year? Or when you get what piece of information? Come in when I get that I'm taking life too seriously. When I get it, come in. And if I don't get it, Spirit will probably give me a stroke or a heart attack, and then you can come in after that. That's what my contract said." And Pat will say, "Okay." And spirit guides are a part of our soul contract. They will come in, they work with us. They are beings who have chose not to take bodies on this time. We all learn lessons through being a spirit guide as well as a humanoid.
Meditation. People that practice on a daily basis, whether it be TM or another form, what benefit do they derive, and how important is that to our path, our spiritual path?
Everybody needs a practice. Well, most everybody needs a practice. A practice is something consistent on a daily basis. TM and meditation, to the people who do it and to a lot of people who don't do it, are essential in clearing the conscious mind to receive the answers from spirit, intuition, and from their spirit guides. It is essential in creating a foundation and connecting to source for them. I believe that all teachings are appropriate, and there are many, many ways to source. Everyone on this planet may not be a meditator. Some of them need to walk. Some of them need to sing. But meditation and TM has many, many benefits, from changing the condition of the physical body to clearing the mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. So this concludes our session. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you,
Starr.
It was really great.